Hello everybody, my name is Brianna Velo and I'm a meteorologist here with the National Weather Service office in Grand Junction, Colorado, and this is your October 2022 monthly climate summary. So starting off with the story of the month, there was a lot to choose from this month. We had some record-setting heat at the beginning of the month, we had some record-setting precipitation and snowfall, but what I chose to go with was this funnel cloud that was spotted on October 9th. The first week of the month was characterized by some pretty stormy weather. We even issued some severe thunderstorm warnings, which if you're familiar with the area, you know that doesn't happen very often. We had, hail and some pretty gusty winds, and on October 9th, a canine member of the public, Mr. Mark Tabor, spotted this funnel cloud over the Uncompahgre Plateau, and this was actually spotted from Highway 50 between between Canna Creek and Whitewater, I believe. And while this look at that, Canna Creek and Whitewater. While this didn't look like a whole lot from our radar perspective, obviously there was enough going on in this little cell to spawn a funnel cloud. And it's enough of a unique event out here that I felt that would be the best for the story of the month. So moving into temperatures, our highest temperature for the month of October was 79 degrees in Canyonlands on the 11th. And the coolest high temperature was 68 in Aspen on the 19th. And as you can see from the dates of all of these events, we had some a stretch of unusually warm weather throughout the middle of the month. So instead of just having all of our high temperatures occurring within a day or two of each other, we've actually got them pretty spread out between the 11th at the earliest and the 20th at the latest. And then moving on to low temperatures, our warmest low temperature of the month was 29 in Grand Junction on the 24th, and our coldest low of the month was 10 in Aspen on the 28th. And as you can see, for the most part, all of these cold temperatures occurred right around that 28th, 29th time period. We had some very strong low pressure systems go through, dragging some pretty substantial cold air in behind them. And we, within about a day or two, went from a nice fall pattern to, oh no, it's winter now. We even saw some snow here in the Grand Valley. And as far as precipitation, again, we actually saw more of our climate sites come in with above average precipitation for the month than below, with 6 above and 4 below. With our big winner here being Rifle, with roughly 2.7 inches of precipitation over the course of the month, which is almost 1.5 inches above normal. And unfortunately, again, Vernal has come in at the bottom with just under an inch of precipitation, but compared to the last several months, if you've been paying attention, you'll note that just under 1/10 of an inch below normal is a lot better than 6/10 of an inch below normal. And of the below normal people, they're all under 3/10 of an inch. They're pretty close to parity, and that's just because we've been seeing these very wet, strong low pressure systems over the course of the month of October that's been working us closer to average. And as far as the drought update is concerned, you'll see that definitely reflected as we've seen quite a bit of improvement over western Colorado, where the majority of western Colorado is in this D0 abnormally dry drought category, with some areas along the southern and central divide actually having no drought category at all. These areas of D3 extreme drought are hanging on here in eastern Utah, but hopefully we'll see that go away soon enough as well. And then for the most part, the D2 and D1 categories are kind of confined to eastern Utah and northwest Colorado. And hopefully after a few more of these wet storms that we've been seeing, we'll see improvement in those areas as well. Although as far as the monthly drought outlook is concerned, the areas that do still have D1 or better are still favored to see drought persist. We'll see how that goes. The areas that are in abnormally dry or have no drought category have no trend predicted right now. So hopefully we can hang on to these improvements through the winter. And as far as the snowpack update, because we have a snowpack now, so I get to add this slide back in. We are actually doing really well for this early in the season. The Duchesne River Basin and the northeastern Uintas, both of which about half are in Grand Junction's area, are both close to 200% of normal. The southeastern Utah Basin here has nothing yet because they didn't have any snowpack as of November 3rd. That's changed a little bit since then. And then looking at western Colorado, again, doing very well. Northwestern Colorado is close to normal for this time of year, about 115, 120%. And then southwestern Colorado and the Gunnison Basin are getting close to 150%, if not a little bit better. And even the portion of the upper Rio Grande that Grand Junction is responsible of is showing above normal for October, or well, for November 3rd. So for early season, early part of the winter, we're doing pretty well. Let's hope that we get to keep this up. And then speaking of, looking at our November 2022 outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, as far as temperatures, the southern half of our area is slightly favored to see above normal temperatures, while the northern half is looking at equal chances of above, below, or average temperatures for the month of November. And then looking at precipitation, pretty much the entire area that Grand Junction is responsible for, so eastern Utah and western Colorado, is slightly favored to see above normal precipitation for the month. It's good things. So that's it for October summary. Check back in a couple weeks when it's no longer November, and I'll give you the November climate summary, and also we'll be doing the fall climate summary because we'll be at the end of fall and the beginning of meteorological winter. Thanks for checking us out. Stay tuned, I guess. Have a good day.